body, but it's not clear what that object is.
Yes, sir.
And the video is very graphic and compelling, but we've had video before. How do you try to verify what this object is, and how will this play a part in the ongoing legal process?
That's going to play a tremendous part because this officer appears to obviously be dealing with evidence and tampering with evidence. Because when a man is shot in the back and an officer moves something by his body, it's clear that he's trying to create the narrative that he wrote in the police report, which is totally different than what happened out there. And luckily for the family that they saw this video became public, and thank God that we saw this, because otherwise he would have been dead and nothing happened. 8
shots, 4 hit him. Here's where the Supreme Court stands on when it's okay for police to use lethal force, Faith. It comes from the case of Tennessee versus Garner. Quote, the officer has probable cause to believe that the suspect poses a significant threat of death or serious physical injury to the officer or others. From what we know so far, do you see that in this case, and how that could be any way, shape, or form argued in this case?
I absolutely don't see it. First of all, keep in mind the context of this man was stopped for a broken tail light. Right. Okay, that's the reason he was stopped.
The classic
and
police narrative.
Even if, because I think that when he comes up with the defense, because we obviously know now that he lied in his police report, so the new defense that he's going to come up with, well, the tape doesn't show everything, right? Something happened prior to when this person started recording, so there's more to the story. But the fact is, when you're talking about analyzing when excessive force or the use of force when it's used by a police officer, it's in the moment that he has to use that force. And in this moment, on this tape, you have a man running away. He's not even a sprinter. He doesn't look like he's in the best shape of his life. Clearly, other means could have been used to detain Mr. Scott other than shooting him back 4 times.
Slager's personal file, Eric, reveals a 2013 complaint against him for using his taser and slamming a man into the ground. He was exonerated in that case. Will that accusation become a factor now?
It will become a factor because you can, in trial, you can bring out prior bad acts of someone on the civil side as well as the criminal side when you're dealing with this type of case. And those prior bad acts, although he was exonerated, you can bring in witnesses, you can garner testimony to show his propensity for this type of violence. Because this tape shows everything. Just like Faith just said, this tape is clear, convincing, and there is no other option except for a conviction in this case.
You know,